Gardens of Renewal started as a little kernel of an idea when I reached out to Lily Kwong in 2022. We just really hit it off and we started talking about how we have this world-class public art program, but not as many people know that we also have nationally recognized horticulture in the park. 2.5 years later, Gardens of Renewal was born. It was a collaboration between our on-staff horticulture team, who knows the native New York plantings, and also our art program was involved as well to build the structure. None of this would have come together without all of those groups working together.
Right now we're sitting in the Gardens of Renewal in the meditation garden, and it is in the form of a spiral, one of our most ancient and enduring symbols. It's a symbol of balance, of going inward. It's believed you enter with one perspective and you emerge with a renewed perspective. And so embedding that prayer and that desire into the garden itself was something very intentional. And the spiral also follows a narrative arc. So as you get closer to the center, the plants become more rare, more disappearing, and we have our sacred pawpaw tree in the center as a symbol of resilience, strength, and abundance. I wanted to create a garden that really felt like a sanctuary that sparks a deep reconnection with the earth, with ecology, a feeling of peace and harmony, and I think that's what makes our spaces, and especially our public spaces, like Madison Square Park so special, is the people and the interaction with these incredible plants that are all throughout the installation.
Lily and I work together to identify species of plants that are native to the region of New York, species of iris, verbena, monarda, bee balm, things that attract pollinators and are becoming more rare in our landscape.
There are about 50 species of native plants here and over 3,000 plants across both installations. It's a thriving ecosystem.
There's actually many species of bees, and what we've seen here in this garden just over the past few weeks is that they're coming because we've already planted their food. So introducing some plants that have been here in the past, we're actually reintroducing pollinators and creatures who've called New York City home for thousands of years.
So the two gardens are very different in character. This one is really about meditation, whereas the child's garden is really about play and joy and curiosity.
I own a home in upstate New York, and I'm lucky enough on that property to have a small shop. That is where I built these items and rented a 20-foot U-Haul truck, and with my youngest son, we loaded everything up and I drove it down at 4 in the morning and we started to go.
New York does have so many wonderful playgrounds and public spaces for kids, but I feel like our children's garden left a lot of space for imagination.
Kids at first glance see this area and they think a new playground. We have what we kind of call the kiosks, which are just play structures.
My collaborator, Lily Kwong, she designed the tree-hugging library.
One of my favorite moments was there was a little kid splayed out on the bench of the library, just reading a book, completely oblivious to the world around. It was just such a beautiful moment that this child felt so comfortable in this space that was created for kids.
I am sitting on the stage, which we always knew we had to integrate some sort of stair system. One for just people to sit, but also as a performance stage for a lot of the programming that Lily is doing.
We designed this garden for community. Plant communities, wildlife communities, human communities. That's why we have so much programming.
We're the stewards of this public space. We have all these people coming in, and just as a patron, I always am happy when I stumble upon something that's different and creative, and I feel like we do that with the art program, and that this is just another extension of that.
We enjoy having temporary exhibitions here in the park. There's always something new to see, new people to meet, something new to do every day. But realistically too, this wasn't designed to be permanent.
We have proven that we can switch things around and create great, exciting spaces, and then put them back when we're done. So it's not forever, but I think that's exciting.
The public interaction with this piece has been really enjoyable. You know, even just seeing staff members on a break take a moment to wander through the labyrinth.
People's body language change when they enter the spiral, just a wave of calm and presence.
Dragonflies and lightning bugs land on people, and people have this intimate experience with nature, which is really so enjoyable.
I think we didn't even foresee just how much people would really need a place like this, and it would resonate with not just New Yorkers, but everyone who visits.
And for me, this is an amazing message to take away, right? In a time in which we as a species are also facing challenges of climate change. You know, the fact that plants can adapt with a little support, maybe we can adapt with a little support and also make change in our lives.